been a defining role in my life and my career, and you know, it's enabled me to do a lot of, it's enabled me to kind of choose roles with reckless abandon, because I always had the safety of a Bourne movie kind of around the corner, and so I could be, you know, I could choose all of my roles without a lot of the considerations that actors sometimes have to make about, oh, you know, you try to guess, you know, how's the movie going to do at the box office? Is it going to find an audience? All that kind of stuff. And I've been kind of inoculated from that because of this role. So it's been a huge role for me on a whole number of levels. You know, so I mean, I've always been incredibly grateful to Doug Liman for giving me the part, you know, 16 years ago. And I'm sure I'll always be associated with this role, and kind of no matter what else I do, you know, to do something 4 separate times in your career, you know, it's gonna follow you around. But I don't mind being followed around by Jason Bourne. I like Jason Bourne. This is definitely on another level. I mean, shutting down Las Vegas Boulevard is you know. On the last movie, on Ultimatum, I remember standing in the middle of 6th Avenue and just, you know, because we shut down like a couple blocks of 6th Avenue. And I remember thinking, this is totally insane. You know, having lived in New York for a long time, I go like, I'm standing in 6th Avenue, you know, at 10:30 in the morning. And I just had that feeling the other night when I was down on Las Vegas Boulevard, just standing in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard. It's massive. Like, I can't even wrap my brain around the scale of what we're doing. But hopefully that's what people are going to want in the third act. It's something bigger than we've done. It's got to be the kind of the mother of all treadstone fights. It's ostensibly the last 2 guys, and we're very lucky to have Vincent, because he actually practices capoeira. Like, he's a proper martial artist. So but it's going to be a fight that, you know, both men are already injured. It's like, you know, they're incredibly, you know, very highly trained, but at the same time they're both desperate, and so it's got to be kind of the treadstone fight to kind of end all treadstone fights, and the choreography is awesome. I mean, we've been working on it for a while, and you know, and it's a very punishing fight, but I think it's what the audience will want to see. He's my friend, and you know, so there's a whole personal side to it, but I just trust him completely, and that's really what it's about. You know, his style requires a lot of, you know, it's like that saying, if you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs. You know, Paul's style, because there's a lot of improvising, because, I mean, oftentimes, you know, you'll have your character's agenda and you won't have the dialogue. You just know what it is your character wants, and he'll just loose 2 actors on each other, and I mean, so it's a very incredible and creative process, but you know, I mean, as I said to Tom Hanks before Tom went to do Captain Phillips, I said, you're going to do the best work of your career and the worst work of your career, because that's just what Paul's style is. Like, you know, he'll say, let's just get it up on its feet. It's going to be eggy. Don't worry about it. Let's just do it. And if you just release yourself and give yourself up to his process, you know, I've never been disappointed. So it's just a very deep creative trust that I have in him.